Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 10 rounds of heavyweight action between Vitali Klitschko and Lennox Lewis. Vitali Klitschko's making his way to the ring now, and you can see how focused he is on the task at hand. Lewis is coming down to the ring right now. Not seeing much personality out of this ring walk.
Introducing first, with a record of 41 wins, 38 by way of knockout, and only 2 losses. Vitali, Dr. Iron Fist Klitschko. And his opponent across the ring, with a record of 41 wins, including 32 by way of knockout and 2 defeats, fighting out of West Ham, Lennox Lewis.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This is a 10-rounder. Well-targeted right hand by Vitali Klitschko. He missed with that headshot. Keep moving. Lennox has given himself the moniker, the pugilist specialist. Well, the specialist better figure things out against this boxer puncher.
Yeah, he's going to have to do that. I don't think he can go in there just looking for the right hand. He's going to have to go in there tonight changing things up a little bit. It's
almost as if he's jousting with that left hand. Vitali Klitschko brings so much behind him.
Keep doing what you're doing.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. Scores up top with a left. Well placed, straight right hand. Lennox Lewis is doing well here with that 2-punch combination.
Let's see some more head movement.
The left hand coming into play by Lennox Lewis. Scored well up top. Halfway through round number 1. Vitali Klitschko's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away.
Stay away from the inside.
With that frame, that size, and all that girth to his upper body, when Vitali Klitschko lands that left hand, boy, it has quite an impact. So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one on our hands.
That's an impactful right hand by Lewis. Teddy, many times with Lennox Lewis, you get a feeling of where things are headed. It just may take a while for it to get there.
Yeah, I think it's headed to a right-hand land, so to speak, because that right hand, at the end of the day, is what Lewis is looking to connect with.
Back and forth exchange. Combination to the head. Good shot to the head with that right hand.
Good job.
So they close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. And Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Customato.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore because we've lost a lot of those, you know, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Customato, and I learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter, but the psychological part, to understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything, because you have to understand how a fighter's feeling to understand why he's behaving or not behaving a certain way.
What impact from that uppercut by Vitali Klitschko. Vitali Klitschko doing what has done so much damage to all his opponents, landing a good solid headshot.
And doing it at the right distance, using that jab to set it up.
Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
Two snapping jabs by Lewis.
Back to the body.
Solid right by Vitali Klitschko. Right to the belt line. Vitali Klitschko's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. Halfway through this round here.
Come on.
There's the combo to the body. We always see great athletes week in and week out, but Teddy, what sport do you think can produce the best boxers?
Well, believe it or not, basketball. Everybody would say football. We saw Too Tall Jones. He got demolished by little guys. We saw Gastineau. He got demolished. We saw Highsmith. He got demolished. A lot of football players haven't done well, but basketball players, they have the physical skill sets where they can make a pretty good fighter. Of course, you have to get a guy that mentally is adjusted.
Lewis is fully committed to utilizing the jab, and I think it's working out well for him early on.
Well, it is. It's kind of like, you know, sending static out there. You want to scramble somebody's radio signal. You know, that's what the jab does. It scrambles your radio signal, or at least in boxing terms, it throws the other guy's rhythm off.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. And this round comes to an end. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Lewis's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady, the same attitude, as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into him without throwing a punch.
And round number 3 is underway. Solid straight right hand. That's why they pay to come out to the fights. Good offensive work by Lewis. Lennox Lewis is smashed up top. Vitali Klitschko's in bad shape. Wow, I like what he's doing right here, Teddy. He's just taking control of this fight. Hurt his opponent already. Now he's pushing him around, trying to get another shot in.
Yeah, he wants to get full leverage. He wants to get him right in a position where he can nail him a shot and finish this.
There's Lennox Lewis with a signature right hand. Vitali Klitschko showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. When Vitali Klitschko has that jab working, then the straight punch comes with ease. Vitali Klitschko's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab. Lennox Lewis stuck around to win his Olympic gold medal. He had his shot in 1980. Solid. Oh, a good, straight shot that time. Vitali Klitschko's looking up at his opponent.
Oh, he's telling you to draw a straight line. That was a straight line, right to the chin.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I like what I see out of Vitali Klitschko here. Yes, he just was knocked down. But more important than that, the way he has reacted in getting up.
Get in and out! Get in and out!
Vitali Klitschko's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. A well-placed left hand up top. Good block by Lennox Lewis. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Vitali Klitschko. Good work on the combination by Lewis. Ten seconds to go in this third round.
Keep working the body. Keep circling. Don't stand in front of him. I need you to box. Wait for him and move.
I don't want you to slug it out with this guy, all right? Keep your range. Jab, jab, right, okay?
This is a fairly competitive, tight fight. The difference being, of course, we did have a knockdown scored as you look at Teddy's scorecard.
And that's what professional boxing is about, putting fannies in the seats. The harder puncher, the guy who's more effective, the guy who puts more hurt on you, gets the rounds.
Lewis is in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
You need to block.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
That's it.
Two snapping jabs by Lewis. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Solid right by Vitali Klitschko. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. "90 seconds to go in round number 4. How about that left hand?
There you go.
Vitali now landing a combination. Very good work from the big Ukrainian.
Yeah, what Vitali does different than his brother is he's not looking for power all the time, but he's going to outwork you. He's going to throw from outside. He's going to throw from inside. Always busy.
Lennox Lewis's defense clearly carrying things right now for him, but what else should he be conscious of beyond just this good footwork we're seeing?
Well, the old times would say, hey, you're doing the hard part, you're making a miss. Do the fun part. Make sure he pays.
Little head knocking with that right hand.
Work the body, hit body shot.
Lennox Lewis's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch.
You're not focusing.
Lennox Lewis, there's that hook. He takes such pride in being a quote-unquote pugilist specialist, and he shows that specialty with the hook right there. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. Little head hunting with the left.
Nice work, kid. Good job in that round. Listen, when he reaches in, let that right hand go, all right?
You need to cover up. Okay? Leaving yourself open too much. Cover up. You don't have to slug it out. You're gonna tire yourself out.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no. Actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Keep working the body.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Nice strike after catching one by Vitali Klitschko.
Back to the body.
You're still not moving enough. Move, move.
Lewis is able to land a good, solid left hand.
Hey, you gotta see that coming. Now let's go. No need to be on the
Nice job
inside.
doubling up the jab by Vitali Klitschko. Oh, and there he lands. Big shot there. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again. Vitali Klitschko's trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react. A good, clean, old 1-2 by Lewis.
Pace yourself.
Lewis's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Vitali Klitschko's work rate is impressive, Teddy, but his connect percentage is not.
Come on.
No, there's 2 reasons for it. So one is his opponent. His opponent is pretty smart in there. You know, he's not just standing there saying, hey, hit me. He's moving, he's being smart defensively. The other thing is the punches are a little too wide. Needs to shorten them up a little.
1-2, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Lennox Lewis. Final 10 seconds.
Working the body.
End of the round there, a round in which we did see the knockdown. And Teddy, when a fighter comes back to the corner, having just been floored, typically how are they acting? What are you seeing out of them?
Just imagine you just walked into a room and somebody hit you from behind. You dropped. You're afraid to go in that room again. So put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
The start of the 6th round. Lewis's performance right now, to this point in the fight, has been exactly what his trainer has wanted to see. The question is, can he keep it up for the second half of the fight? He throws a big wide punch and leaves himself wide open.
Well, it's like leaving your window open in your house in the middle of winter. You know, a lot of cold air is going to come in. Guess what? Some hooks are coming in soon.
Move your head.
Vitali Klitschko's punch didn't come close.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
90 seconds to go here in this round. He comes with the straight right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Guard your head. That's it.
Vitali Klitschko's sticking to what we've always known of him, Teddy. The style hasn't changed, even though he was knocked down earlier.
You know, a lot of trainers would say, hey, they pat him on the back. They say, there you go, kid. You know, stay with your identity. Just make sure that you correct a couple little things you need to correct.
That's a good block by Lewis. Lewis is showing us that defense is also very much part of his game.
Yeah, it is. Not only to avoid punches, but actually to even set up offense. You know, he'll make you miss, and then there's something coming back. He creates opportunities to hit you.
Punch and move. Punch and move.
We come to the end of this round, and for this fighter, I think that's a good thing, because I was looking at him there, Teddy, and it looked like he was breathing in and out of his mouth for most of that round.
Yeah, and that's a bad sign. That means that the gas tank is a little low. He's low on petrol.
Look, you're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body. You gotta fight. You gotta one more.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage.
There you go.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Vitali Klitschko.
Looking good.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
the body, kid. Body shot.
Protect yourself.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot.
Oh, keep your distance. Still not moving enough. Move, move.
Able to dismiss that body shot.
You're not focusing. Come on.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Halfway through this round. See, that's some fine defense right there. I love that block by Lewis.
Looking good.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Lennox Lewis. Lewis's jab is really becoming an effective tool here, especially with the distance that he's keeping away from his opponent.
He's doing a great job of using that stick, making sure that that jab's in his face, but then stepping out and setting traps, getting his opponent to reach in a little bit and then filling the hole.
Body.
Keep working the body.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go.
Don't just walk in. Walk in pretend.
You have to keep your distance. Stay away from him. Keep throwing that jab. Look, you're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body more, right?
As we start round number 8 here, Vitali Klitschko's in a real tough spot. Not only is he down on your scorecard, I mean, that's obvious to see that he's losing the fight here through 7 rounds, but he doesn't have the look of a guy that can get himself back into the fight.
Oh, this is what it's about. I mean, who said that this was an easy business? He might have to be reminded of that. Who said this was an easy business? It wasn't going to be about just when you had the lead, when you had the right opponent in front, when you were hitting the heavy bag. It was going to be about, always was going to be about these kind of days. Make up your mind. What are you going to be?
Not able to land the headshot. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Lewis. Vitali Klitschko's got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway where cars are coming. I mean, he stopped right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. 10 clicks of the talk blocks away that headshot. As this fight has gone on longer and longer, you're seeing supreme skill by Lewis. Good, strong, clean, and effective punching.
And you're seeing a lot of frustration, at least I am, by his opponent. I mean, it's kind of like spitting in a windstorm. It's coming right back and hitting him in the face. Anything he tries to throw, it just doesn't work.
You gotta fight. You gotta throw more.
The 9th round of this good fight. Lewis is looking like he's refreshed for this round. Good way to protect the midsection. Wow! He gets floored with one single shot. He was just torn down like an old building. This fight is over. Lewis is your winner by knockout. Now, I think he was headed towards a decision win anyways, but what a good way to just put a stamp on his evening.
Yeah, bring down the curtain and make sure that more people are going to be talking about you when they leave the arena tonight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time at the fights.